Alright guys, and we are back with more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, and I am playing this about a day after the last part that I recorded, or the last few parts that I recorded. I think that was about a couple of days ago, now that I think about it. I took Sunday off because I had some personal business to take care of. But anyway, we are back, and I should let you guys know it is cold as hell right now. Even though that doesn't make sense because hell's hot and stuff, right? But you know what, whatever, you know what I mean. It's cold as ever. I got 3 hoodies on right now. I got 3 hoodies on plus a long sleeve shirt. And guess what? I'm not even warm. I'm not even hot. I'm still cold. That's ridiculous. I was walking around the house with a coat on. That's how ridiculous it is. But without further ado, let's start up Rise from the Ashes, Day 2, trial later. It makes no sense. We're still in a trial. Apparently, we're still in a trial. We didn't go to Day 3. We're still on Day 2, trial. We're still in the trial. It's ridiculous. So let's go ahead and start it up. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Mr. Wright? What is it? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. That's like today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Hola, partner. Hola. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up his temper. What? That's what they told me when I was a young person. Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come take a look at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the place locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? Compadre? I'm pretty sure I said that right. Compadre, that's how you say that. But anyway, you could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with the scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now don't... Excuse me. Now don't that just beat all? What? I've seen that red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. Huh? At the award ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? My bad, guys. I had to get that yawn out. It's so cold. Like, I literally fell asleep. And I feel like I was never gonna wake up. But anyway, in the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So Miss Stark wasn't mistaken? Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let the bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. So what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? I would say bullshit, but you know what? This is an E-rated game. If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Woo-wee! Fine ribs? We're not talking about ribs, damn it. We're talking about justice. February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Courtroom run back, yeah! Can't wait! Gavel! I'd like to resume. Huh? What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. What the? Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue. Your lips are purple. You're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over, your back is bent. Yes, we know, Judge. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. He must have figured something out. Well then, I believe it is time we continue on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! Edgeworth, are you done yet? Are you done? Okay, it seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock. Who the hell is that? Who's there? Whoa, look at this dude. What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. What the hell? Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? Who is this man? Yo, he looks like the Kentucky Fried Chicken guy. Ah, it's you. He won't say anything. What the hell? Oh, sorry, I'm late. Hey, Uji. The roads were packed. It's just me. He called him Uji? Long time no see, Uji. How's you been? Swim much these days? What the hell? I've been so busy. Whoa! Busy, busy, smizzy. What? Uji? Uji, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Who is Uji? Is he talking about Edgy? Is he talking about Edgeworth? Or is he talking to the judge? Yes, indeed. Edgy? I don't know. Seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? And why do you smell like fried chicken? So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, sonny boy. Thanks. So I hear about our little worthy giving you all that trouble. You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? The district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top ranking police officer in the entire district. With them purple glasses. Purple glasses! He's evil! He has purple glasses! Name's Gant. Damon Gant? I almost said Grants. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. Alright, so, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fella. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Stark wasn't just seeing things. When this crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into the exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. Okay, what is that? It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. What the hell is this? Who is this guy? Why does he take forever to respond? Chief! What kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth? How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Uh-oh. Have a look at this document. When it says person in charge of investigation, there's no mistaking that the signature, Miles Edgeworth. Whoa! That's no fair. The day of the crime I had. Your head in the clouds because you got that award. Yes, I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I expect a written apology. Damn! What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. Damn! He pointing it towards Edgeworth. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at all at a loss for words. Gavel! This will not do. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push the switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at any people anymore. Oh, come on, just hurry up and open it. Alright, they're doing it automatically for me. Yay! Alright, let's see. But examine. There's a small tag on this knife. It seems to say SL92. What does that mean? Well, I've heard something similar, DL6. DL6 of DL6 incident fame. But it's strange. What is? I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this someone before. Letters like this or letters that looked a lot like this somehow. Huh. But, oh, what about that piece of scrap paper is what I'm thinking she's referencing. So we need to look at the side of this, right? So we gotta flip this. But right here is the switch. Oh, it's a... Wow, don't scare me like that. It's a busted blade. Look at it. I'm the one who's scared. Look at that. It's a it looks rusted, doesn't it? Is it a rusted blade? Look at the knife's blade. The tip is broken off. This dark red stain. Blood? Huh. What the hell? The music just cut off there. I thought it froze. I thought the game froze for a second. I'm like, what the hell was that about? Anyway, this does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. Gavel! I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police in this knife? Ah, sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. You hear that clap sound effect? That actually sounded like a clap. Department in disorder. The knife is special, but I can't say how. Here, unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. At the police department. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, huh? Oh, I think we might need to press that. He said 5:15. But the thing is, Edgeworth didn't get there until 5:15. Wouldn't Edgeworth be like a witness to the crime? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk about it much. There was a murder at the police department, a detective? That's hush-hush information, Uji. We haven't exactly announced it yet. So wait, someone else died there? Oh wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. What the hell's going on? Oh my god! What is this I'm so confused because I thought he was talking about the parking lot. He said 5:15, right? So I assumed that he was talking about the same murder, but that's a completely different murder? What the hell? Anyway, we're at the department here, or excuse me, we were at the department all flustered, as you might assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? You just told the whole court. I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. Chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Alright. Huh. Department in disorder. This one thing I want to look at first. This is that scrap piece of paper. The victim's note. Victim's memo found in the car trunk. Touch the check button for details. Look at that. It's 675. 12.5, and it has Goodman on it. Oh, Goodman. So if it has Goodman on top of there, so Goodman wrote this note. That's so weird. 675. I'm not even sure if that's an S or 1212 or 122. Lana's cell phone. Womp 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 womp. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Oh, nice! I got all my health back. Yes, I got all my health back from last case, or yesterday's nonsense, or 2 days ago's nonsense. Last video's nonsense, I should say. Excuse me, special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped into something, a muffler. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. So we might need to present something here. This knife was found on the scene of the crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto. Evidence that links the knife to the Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. So I think we have to show that paper. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that had me stumped all this time. Like, I don't understand it. So he's right. So he just gave us a good clue right there to present that piece of paper. Because we never understood what it was for. So let's go ahead and present that. That was a bad day for the department. Let's see why it was a bad day for the department. Something didn't happen at the police department too, did it? You got a good look in your eyes there, right though, my boy? Sharp, hungry. Chief, did something happen? And why haven't I heard? Why haven't you heard? Or why didn't you ask? What? No matter, I understand. You were busy with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? A detective was killed, so that's what he was talking about. Okay, so anyway. So I think right here, what we need to do... But just to be sure, wait, the parking stub. Entered a lot at 512. Oh, never mind. Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, so right here, we can either show the switchblade knife or the piece of paper. I don't think this will have anything to do. We can eliminate this, eliminate the crime photo, eliminate the parking lot floor plans, Lana's cell phone, Edgeworth's knife, possibly. This is really high up on my list to present this evidence. Alright, let's go ahead and present the victim's note. We got 5 health. We can do this. Objection! Objection! Yeah! The mic works! Wait a second! At last, an honest-to-goodness objection! This knife! This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman! What do you mean? Aha! An honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from the judge? This is great! Oh my god, this guy is crazy. He's on drugs. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. Yeah, it says 675. What's this? 6 minus 6 minus 7S12 2. Your Honor, it's upside down. Oh, are you kidding me? How was I supposed to know that? Upside down. The printed name on the memo makes it looks like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? 221 SL9. Well, I guess if I had If I looked at it like that, I guess that kind of makes sense now. I guess that makes sense, because I couldn't make it out, because it looked like it was a couple of different words. I was like, this doesn't look like an S, or this doesn't look like a 5, it looks like an S. And whatever. When he wrote this note, he was holding the paper upside down. I'm so cold, guys. It's affecting my voice. It's affecting my voice. SL9, that's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Huh. Order! Order! Well, Chief? Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, right, though? I win? What game is this guy playing? His knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. That was a bad day for the department. Huh. Let's go ahead and press him on this new statement. So this knife was stolen, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice! Nice, good show, Little Worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder? And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do any investigation. We already pressed them. We already pressed them there. The time of the crime, 5:15 is scary. Coincidence, right? Hmm, 5:15? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? Oh my god, we already confirmed this. Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling, but I say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. It's not officially linked to this hair case, so I can't talk much about it. Let's press him right here too. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police, dummy! I can just say anything I please, right though? You understand? Try to understand, right though? Well, if you can prove there is a connection, more power to you. Maybe there's something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I better find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. Ah, and that can't be a coincidence. I thought that the police department was also the same as the prosecutor's place. I thought they were all in the same area. That's weird. And that knife, what was it doing there? I better check this knife out. The knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. That was a bad day for the department. A detective was killed. I don't think I pressed this one, did I? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot? There's so much shit going on, man. Another detective was killed at the police department. That's a fact. Surprising. Isn't it, Uji? I'm at a loss for words, to be honest. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you can help, right? I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. The kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. One thing and one thing only, huh? Digga-digga-do. What do we want to know? What do we want to know? What do we want to know? What do we want to ask? What do we want to ask? When the victim died, how the victim died. We already know how he died. We already know when the victim died. Where was the victim found is what we probably should be asking. So tell me, Where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second! I've heard of that! The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? The knife was evidence in a case that was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? Happy we just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Sorry about that, guys. Like, there was this really cold shiver that just came in. It was crazy. It's like the day after tomorrow up in here, dude. Like, you walk out, I stepped outside for like a quick minute, and I was freezing my ass off. But anyway, now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Alright, so what I want to do here, guys, I'm sorry about that, but it just got super cold, and I need to go check out the heat to see if it's on. I'm gonna save the game, take a short break, and once we come back, we'll be back with more Phoenix Wright. So don't go nowhere.